It's time to find out if you're going to a hotel or a golf course, if you're swimming in a pool. If that resort, without you knowing it, belongs to the government of the Ayatollahs of Iran. Because Spain is possibly one of the three countries that receives the most money. Dirty money, money from deaths, from torture, from sacrifices, from murders, from abused women. That money ends up laundered in our country.
Castillon Confidential by Albert Castillo.
Welcome. How are you, confidentialists? Thank you for being there. We're starting another journey. Get ready, because this week there are twists and even some dangerous ones. We'll tell you all about it. Thank you for trusting this independent platform. Thank you for being our voice, for sharing links, for taking pieces of the show and doing whatever you want with them. This belongs to you and no one else. And you know that here we don't accept a single euro of public money from any organization, institution, or political party. That might be our freedom. Thank you for listening to us, for following us, and get ready because today we have a lot of guests and some breaking news. The first one is coming up now. Look, Spain is a country with a corrupt government. Everybody knows this. Socialists and communists who have possibly committed almost every crime in the penal code. But besides being corrupt, it's a hypocritical government. They shout no to war while giving $1 billion to Zelensky or selling weapons to Donald Trump. Yes, Spain sells weapons to Donald Trump. We'll talk about it today. It's a hypocritical country that betrays to the countries that consider us the mother country. Venezuela has been betrayed, not by Spain, but by our current government, and Cuba has been betrayed too. Today we will talk a lot about Cuba with our first guest. This government deserves nothing more than the defendant's bench and a fair trial so that many of its members end up where they belong. These days they are shouting no to war and they are against Donald Trump's intervention in Iran. The Iranian government congratulates them, and meanwhile the Ayatollahs' money flows through Spain without any problem. No one investigates it. That's what we're going to talk to you about today. It's time to find out if you're going to a hotel or a golf course. If you swim in a pool, if that resort, without you knowing it, belongs to the government of the Ayatollahs of Iran. Because Spain is possibly one of the three countries that receives the most money. Dirty money, money from deaths, from torture, from sacrifices, from murders, from the abuse of women. That money ends up laundered in our country. Look, Ali Khamenei was the leader eliminated by Donald Trump along with his lieutenants and closest ministers. It is estimated that this religious leader's fortune was $95 billion. $95 billion, you heard that right. And that fortune isn't in bank accounts like Maduro's, no. They're not under his name. There's a network, a swarm of companies that hide that money for the Khamenei family. Some of those companies have state participation. Others are under the names of frontmen. We're talking about international financial assets, real estate properties, businesses of all kinds. Most of that fortune is controlled by an organization, a shady outfit, which is called the headquarters for executing the Imam's order. This organization, this headquarters, is involved in all sectors of the Iranian economy, from oil to telecommunications. And a part of everything goes to the family. The religious foundation, there are several, they're called bonjats there, are exempt from taxes and are perfect for laundering a good part of that money. One of Ali Khamenei's sons is the one who will inherit power in Iran. He is 56 years old. His name is Mojtaba Khamenei. He is already in position to try to withstand the bombardment from the United States and Israel and to keep the dictatorship going for another 46 years. We hope he doesn't succeed. Well, then, this son, only this one has 4 children, or had Ali Khamenei before he died. Only this one is estimated to have a fortune of $115 million. And part of that fortune is in Spain. To hide the fortune of the Ayatollahs, you always need a businessman, right? Someone with apparent prestige who moves well in the inner circles. Let me introduce you to Ali Ansari, an Iranian banker. His money supports Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the one that kills, that murders, that tortures. This Islamic Revolutionary Guard is still the most powerful military organization in Iran today. The one that represses the people the most. Well, since 2024, this Ali guy has been living in the United Kingdom until they considered him a threat to the country and banned him from doing any business. For many, he is the alleged frontman for the Khamenei family. Of the Supreme Leader's family, as I said, he is being watched in the United Kingdom. In Spain, no. In Spain, he opens all kinds of businesses. He has a company called Ciba Leisure, a shell company created in a tax haven in St. Kitts and Nevis. That's in the Caribbean Antilles. And this company, Ciba, is part of a network of companies with Khamenei's son allegedly behind them, whom we mentioned earlier. Mojtaba, the one who currently holds power in Iran. And where does the trail of this man's company lead us? Well, look to Marbella, to Palma de Mallorca, to Madrid, to Girona, or to Cordoba, among other places in Spain. I'll give you just a few examples. There are several companies. Ciba is one of them. Another one is called Bircha Ventures, or the group belonging to the Ansari family, the alleged frontman I told you about. Well, I want you to take a look at this golf club and spa resort in Palma de Mallorca. It's in Andratex, in Camp de Mar. It's huge, it's beautiful. It's called Steigenberg Golf and Spa Resort. And it's wonderful. Plus, it has a 5-star hotel. It's under the name of this company. That is, whoever is there enjoying a relaxing stay in Andratex, playing golf. You should ask yourself if every euro you pay for your stay ends up in the hands of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the force that's killing the people. At least ask yourself that in Girona, in Catalonia. Villa Ciba. It's curious because the company is called Ciba and they call it Villa Ciba. They don't even try to hide it. It's a luxury hotel. It's in Santa Ceclina, very close to Tossa de Mar. So it's inland on the Costa Brava, but right next to the beach. Very exclusive. Villa Ciba, another company in the group. The truth is that Ali Khamenei's family really liked Spain, and so did those who managed his money. One more, Ciba Cordoba. There you can see it. Rooms, hotels, tourism. And we could go on like this in Marbella, in Madrid, where there are apartments, real estate properties. Has anyone in the Spanish government ever wondered where the Ayatollahs' money is? Has anyone followed the trail? Everything we've told you has been published by international media outlets. We're not telling you anything new. It's already known. Why do they look the other way here? Of course, we close our bases to the United States. But we open the hotels, the spas, and the golf courses for the Ayatollahs' money. There we look the other way. How did they build this empire? Why are they banned from entering the United Kingdom, but here we let them invest or maybe launder money like never before? As I said, the current government of Spain is possibly the most hypocritical in our country's history. Welcome, we investigate.
Castillon Confidential by Albert Castillon.